also want to thank for the support of a guy that many years ago had this crazy idea that people should go out in the woods and shoot each other with bath oil beads. And it turned into a pretty big industry. And that is Mr. Bob Gurnsey, the inventor of paintball and the inventor of the trade association, the man that we can really blame all of this on.
Look, I really appreciate Craig inviting me here today, and I promised I wouldn't give a long speech here, and I don't intend to. But I would like to say afterwards, we do have a press release. Lori, my wife, whatever happened.
I'm hiding.
I know. She's better looking.
And we'd like to give it to you if you're interested. There are three things that we're going to be doing in the next 18 months. Number one, I'm divesting myself of everything that I have, including paintball stuff, because I have no family that's interested in younger than we are.
For those of you that are paintball players, the best means to sell.
One of the reasons it's been chosen to sell, I want to say this, is one of the ways that you guarantee a history is to make people pay for it. And if you give it, it'll eventually be lost. There's a lot of history here. Paintball started in a kitchen in a farmhouse on the edge of a mountain in New Hampshire. And we stayed there for the first 3 or 4 months until we were caught by the town running a business out of our house because the UPS truck was running twice a day up to the house to pick up and to deliver. But three things that we're going to be doing in the next year. We've been working on a book, and we'll continue to work on it, but unfortunately we've already lost 1,000 pages, unedited pages that we wrote, so we're going to have to do that again. There's a lot to say and a lot that people don't know about paintball. Most of you here wouldn't probably realize that paintball was actually outlawed by the Congress of the United States in 1988 in June by a vote in the Senate and a vote in the House of Representatives on the toy gun bill. And it became law. When I got the message 4 or 5 hours later, it had already been passed. Well, that had to be corrected because it also called for criminal charges against the 1 year afterwards, it called for criminal charges of any violations by any of the executives in the business, regardless of what company it was. And we finally got that handled, thanks to Bob Dole, who was a key sponsor. But there's so many things like that that need to come out about how, not me, but other people and groups of people and friends in high places had enough respect for the sport even then to save it. And it's been saved actually more than one time. This is another time to save paintball, I think. And one of the reasons I wanted just to give a quick word, I promise I'm finished. Look, I'm thrilled that the industry is getting together to form a trade association. When I left here last year, one of the first things I said to Lori was, wow, can you believe this? There's no kind of cooperation, trade association, apolitical group that are organizing and trying to do something on behalf of paintball as a collective effort. I said, I can't believe it. Because that is the only way a sport eventually keeps its perpetual motion. There has to be a driving apolitical force of look, you can all disagree that you don't like each other, but good Lord, get together and market. It seems to me that paintball has a lot more players out there in the world, and I don't mean just the United States, frankly, but there are a lot more players in the world that want to play this sport. I know they're there because I meet them. And marketing outside the box, I think, is something that perhaps the trade association should look at. It's a very, very important part, I think, and potentially trying to hook up with companies that have nothing to do with paintball. Cooperative cross-industry marketing together, jointly, it can be done. You just have to look, and you have to present a solid wall and a force to do it. Anyway, one other thing we're going to do in the next Well, I think this will be sooner. We're going to launch a blog. I'm divesting of everything, including houses, another business that I've had for 18 years, because we are going to go travel, and I want to find all of the good things that paintball has done in the world and write about them in a blog. The blog is, the URL is going to be paintballcreator.com, and it's being put up at this time. I want to write about things, for instance, like a trade association being formed, and what impact, what is the good of that to the players, for instance. So, if you all want this press release, we'd be glad to give you a copy of it. I'm not going to say any more except that I'm thrilled that you guys are doing what you're doing. I'm really proud of what all of you have really done so far. But the infighting should stop. It's a good thing Henry Ford and some of the other guys back in the early 1900s were doing the same thing. We wouldn't be driving the same cars today.
Well, there we have it. Bob Gurnsey has told us all to stop fighting. So.
He told you to stop fighting.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Appreciate it.